Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay. It's been a while since I made any Italian food. I like to eat spaghetti or Italian food once a week, usually. Okay, let's see here. Okay, if you have been following me, you know that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I wasn't spending any money. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I have 2 times more money. And so if you didn't do that, starting today would be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you just eat the food in your house, and usually it's good enough, then by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you're going to have twice as much money. So the idea would be to get to the point where you did this like for a month, and then the next month you would have 2 times as much money for groceries. Even if you're on food stamps. Okay, this lasagna is a kind of messy one. Oh, I know, I'll show you on the... What I did is I just used the food in the food storage. So here is the tasty lasagna. Okay. So if you know, at the beginning of, I think it was a pandemic, I bought like a case of this stuff, and I had it for a long time. And I bought it cheap, and it didn't expire until July, so it's got a long shelf life. So, okay, so I have some tea that I made, and I try to freeze that for tomorrow. It is peppermint tea. Here it is. Okay, now this is a mess just brewing to happen because I baked some sausages. Here's one. These are Italian sausages. So here's one. And what I did was I stopped by very late, and I just made 2. Here they are. So I stopped by Smart and Final to get some toilet paper. And there was a woman behind me. Oh, and I don't think I wrote toilet paper on the list. I'm always running out of that. So I'm starting a list of things I'm likely to run out of. So I think I already put dish soap. Yes, I did. And then 10 would be toilet paper. I like to get my toilet paper at Smart and Final. She was buying dish soap, and she was saying she puts her dish soap in a little bottle and dilutes good dish soap with water. It goes further. I go, yeah, that's a good idea. You may remember I just bought this. So what I will do is buy maybe 3. Okay, so I stopped by, and so I looked at the, they had 5 Italian sausages for $2.49, so most had to be about 50 cents each. So that's about $1, and those are good sausages. Let's see. Okay, and then now how I prepared the sausages. I don't mind sausages and hot dogs. That is obvious. So I want to be very, very cheap for the next few days. So let's see, where did I write exactly what I do? Because if I try to tell you by memory, it's going to get all messed up. All right, I pierced the sausages with a knife in 2 places. Then I parboil them 5 or 6 minutes. Then I turn off the heat and let them set for 3 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes. Then I drain them, and I browned in a little olive oil. So today, for 99 cents, I got 4 bell peppers, and there's a green one. So when I was browning my sausage, I also browned my my bell pepper, and then I save the seeds to be planted in my garden. It's still raining like crazy here. So this is nice because I will have food after I get home from the gym. Wow, this was, well, I put a lot of sauce because, you know, I had a whole can. There's a little left, so when I freeze the, yum, this looks very tasty. Okay, so here's what we have so far. And then I had a package of Parmesan. Let me zap this for about a minute. I just took it out, but it's not that hot. So I had, you know, you can also buy the jars, some Parmesan cheese. So spaghetti sauce, and then the lasagna is this kind that you don't have to cook. You just put it in there and it bakes itself. Spaghetti, lasagna, sausages, bell peppers, and then my cheese. I just used the cheese. Oh, I hate this. It's splashing all over. I don't want to get my microwave messed up. So the cheese was, I had a little bit of cheddar cheese, and I also had some jalapeno cheese. I go, that's good enough. I don't see why I should spend more money when I don't want to, because I'm being thrifty. So when I went to Smart and Final, I got the sausages. Here it is. And there's tomatoes in here, and there's bell peppers in here. So I also got chicken wings for $3.51. And so that's enough for the sausages. I have 3 left. The chicken wings is enough for 2 meals. The bell peppers and the toilet paper was $9.18. So if you figure, when I was being careful, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, hopefully I generated $3 extra, and then I was able to buy 4 portions of meat marked down. And I was driving by there anyway. So let me taste my creation. So if we continue on, if we just make this a way of life, then pretty soon groceries are going to be a non-issue. I think I'll get a little sauce. You could just put this in your spaghetti too. Yum. This is orange mango flavored. I'm looking for grape zero Gatorade, and I can't find any. Orange mango flavor zero. This stuff was pretty cheap. Like I got 7-Eleven, 2 for $3.50, so that's pretty cheap for Gatorade. Okay, so lazy lasagna out of the food storage. So if you stockpile spaghetti sauce, then you can make lasagna, or you can make spaghetti. You could make a baked spaghetti. And I put a lot of green olives in my, here's my, well, that's not mozzarella cheese. Yeah, but it's still plenty cheesy. All right. That was good. When you haven't had any Italian food for a while, it really tastes good. So I want to talk about my meal plan. Okay, number 1, spaghetti. I put a check by that and I crossed it out. Number 2, tacos or enchiladas. So I want to make my own mega meal. So it occurred to me, I bought this from Dollar Tree, but I also have this beef that I can make some awesome tacos. I have potatoes so I can make fries, and I bought the mozzarella stick so I can make a tasty mega meal. So that's going to be the taco meal. I have hot dogs. I have fish. Okay, I showed you my fish meal, which was soup, tuna, cheese, peanut butter, and crackers, and soup. So I crossed that one out because I already had that. Meatloaf, I have just bought the bell peppers, and that's what I like to do is stuff meatloaf in my bell peppers, so I'll have that. A breakfast sandwich. Oh no, did I throw that in the trash? Oh good, here it is. I had this today, and yesterday I had a breakfast burrito from Dollar Tree. So I had this today, and what I did is at the gym, they said, eat more. And I go to them, eat more? Are you crazy? They go, yeah, you have to feed your muscles. So what I had was I had my oatmeal concoction, and then I had the breakfast sandwich, and I had the burrito yesterday. And what happens is you don't start gobbling a bunch of junk because you're not hungry. 1/4 cup oatmeal, 1/4 cup, half nuts, I use walnuts, half raisins or any fruit, 1/4 cup powdered milk, and 1.5 cups water, and then stir it together and cook it, and then your breakfast sandwich is a nice big meal. Okay, so the breakfast sandwich, I cross that out, and chicken. So I have hot wings and I have potatoes. And then today I showed you, I just mentioned to this, I gave you, I showed you my marked down meat. So now, if we go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday saving money, then we would literally have saved 6 days money. So what I did was I started, you know, I mentioned to you that in Scientology, you know, they work for the church, they're given everything they need, and they're given $50 cash. So I thought, let's see if I can do this. I don't know if it's gonna work out because gas is very expensive. But other than gas, so far I spent $10 since Friday. So, because, you know, I was being cheap. Okay, so that's the food. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about this life extension thing. If we can just live 10 years, then they say we should be able to extend our lives to like 120, 25. So actually, in the Bible, man was known to last 900 years with Adam. So then after 2 things were bad, the flood and the Tower of Babel. So then the lifespan was reduced down to around 133 years. And at my dad's family lived to be almost 100. I mean, it was normal with I know what they did. And I thought, just do what they did. But you know, what they did was they were very down to earth type people, and they grew their own food. You know, they didn't have processed food, and they lived pretty good, almost 100. And they cooked their own food too. I told you about the bread and the gravy, and you know, my grandfather would grow food and sell it when he was really old. When I went to the Adventist church, they told us you need to get a farm. And I thought, a farm in Southern California? Well, it comes to find out I probably could have gotten a farm, like in the outskirts, and I'm not totally discounting the idea, but I have a pretty decent little backyard, and so I'm just, you know, a lot of times, just make do with what you have. And I have a balcony and a big window sill. Okay, so now back to the living. Okay, when first of all, the life was cut short with the flood when all the people were destroyed. But the reason they were destroyed is because they were evil and they were full of pride. So we want to avoid those two. Another thing is, after the pride, they started eating meat. And that was probably back when the meat was more healthy, but they have evidence that the cavemen only lived to be 10 years old. And they said, like, my son somewhere was 2% Neanderthal man. So that's incredible. But anyway, so one of the worst things is overeating if you want to live and getting out of shape. So I'm going to the gym, not because I love going to the gym. When I first went, I said, do you think I can get lean? And they go, oh yeah. I go, oh yeah, right. But I mean slender. But now I know what I want to get is lean. You know, more muscular, without a lot of body fat. So less meat, leaner, don't get sick. I'm taking a lot of vitamins. I'm taking 2 prenatal vitamins a day and vitamin C. And I'm trying to keep my protein up and eat more within reason and avoid sugar and treats, but I'm still eating some. Okay, so now this is super interesting. So what did the people do that really caused the flood was the human women had children with fallen angels, basically. So I was kind of studying this and I missed something totally. Okay, as the population began to multiply or the population got bigger, that is when all kinds of bad things happen. Like the Tower of Babel, which was really the worship of idols. So what happened was the fallen angels saw the human women. And so then, they weren't supposed to be saying, okay, we're going to marry some women. No, that's not. So I wanted to mention this. So, okay, the population was multiplying. So what do we have now? A populating population that all kinds of bad stuff is probably happening, the half of which we don't know. Okay, now, remember King David? He saw Bathsheba taking a bath. That's kind of coincidental and funny, but when he saw her, that is when bad things happen. So now, just by seeing things that are bad for us, it can entice us. So that's one thing too, to watch what you see. So I know like what I like to do is like the gorier it is and the worse it is, as I love watching it, then I get all creeped out. But I'm thinking actually, since that is the kind of thing that's going to shorten our lives, it is probably not a good idea. And I'm going through, I'm evaluating my bad habits, and of course they've been accumulated. That's another thing, you accumulate habits that are very difficult to break, and you may have had them, like this Diet Coke habit. I know for sure I've been drinking it in excess since I was 32 and I'm 69. So of course it's not easy, but I was able to control it for a while this time. So I have to go back to that. So at the gym they go, just drink water. I go, yeah, right. And they don't even like refrigerate their water or drink it with any ice, but I'm working towards that. And I try to drink 2 glasses of milk a day. But what I don't want to do is eliminate any food groups. You know, a lot of people are doing things that are, we used to have the food groups that we're kind of moving away from that. And they used to say, don't be in overpopulated areas. Don't eat processed food. And all the stuff that they used to say. Another thing, if you go back to when my dad's side was healthy, there was just like a multitude of unhealthy things they didn't do. They did work hard though. So, okay, that is it. I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.